Hi everyone, Christian and Orphandorphins. It's September 21st. I wanted to share the final litter of the season, boa litter, with you. Really late for boa litters. Last year was the record, September 18th. This year, September 21st, we beat it by 3 days. It's from a double het albino blood to a double het albino blood. We had 3 of the same pairing this year. The first one slugged out in July. Second one, we missed the odds in August. 10 babies, no red dragons, but this time we nailed it. So that's mom, obviously, healthy looking litter. There's a couple slugs in there, maybe a couple stills, but look at that red dragon. A visual double recessive, blood, albino. So I get a lot of emails and texts about, I've had a boa litter, now what do I do? So I'm gonna walk you through what I do to separate this litter, get mom out, and all the steps in between to get her back to normal and put the boas away. So I'm gonna get mom out. I gotta get the scent off of her. I gotta make her forget about this baby litter as soon as possible. So I'm gonna get her into a tub of water. I'm gonna use some mild dish soap, unscented. Just gonna squirt some of that in there, swish it around. I got the water is at 90 degrees. Now I'm gonna get her out. She's a bit distressed. She's gonna be defending her babies. Calm her down. Come on, mom. Come on. There, I'm gonna use a hook on her. Everything's all right. Just gonna pull her out. There we go. And I'm just gonna put her inside the tub. Hey, girl, good job, mama. Put the lid on. She's not enjoying that too much. Just gonna weight it down. Next, I'm gonna take this tub out, pull these babies apart. So this litter happened at some point during the night. Some of these guys have already, you can see their umbilical cord has separated. These guys are first out of the tub, so that's an albino, obviously. This is a blood. Done pretty well for albinos by the looks of things. Okay, so here's what I wanted to show is this is still attached. So you want to break it off just below here. Back at you. So this is where you would break that. Below this little node, just with your fingers. Get her in the tub. It's a normal or common boa. They're very active right out of the gate. Some are still in their sacks. So in that case, like this guy, I'll put the whole sack right into this tub. That's blood, unless it breaks. Boa goo. Nothing better. Nice little albino here. So these albinos, because their parents are 100% het albino and 100% het blood, the albinos will be 66% het blood and the bloods will be 66% het albino. Meaning 66% of these bloods will carry the albino gene, and 66% of these albinos will carry the blood gene. Some stills that didn't survive, obviously. Quite a few commons. There's also anery in this lineage, so could be some aneries. That one isn't. This maybe. So the anery gene removes the red pigment, so there's red in that tail, so that's not anery. So maybe one of the parents wasn't anery. Or both. So I'm gonna put the boas into my ball python incubator because it's 90 degrees. It'll help these babies reabsorb any yolk that didn't get absorbed, digested. The increased temperature really helps for that. Pinch that off. There we go. And then I'm going to frequently change this paper towel, at least once a day. Pinch that there. So there's some yolk that still has to be absorbed. That'll pinch off in a day or two. This guy, I'll move that whole sack in. So lots of numbers. And then here he is. Beautiful red dragon, look at that guy. So I'm actually going to leave that all intact. Probably put that in a separate container. How gorgeous is that? So this red dragon, you can see he's got a bit of a swollen belly, and that's yolk. We don't want that to harden inside of him, and that's why we need to get those temperatures increased. So if you don't have a ball python incubator, just get him into a bin in your hatchling rack, or into one of your boa tubs with all your babies, a smaller one obviously. So I'm just going to put him in here. Lid on, so some weight on there so he can't get out. And I'm going to leave them in here until after they shed. I'm going to change that paper towel at least every day, give them some water. And he looks healthy, so really happy with that guy. Now let's get Mom back and get her back into her tub. So the bin is clean, disinfected, got some fresh aspen in here, fresh water. I'm gonna pull Mom out, give her a rinse, get that dish soap off of her, get her back. So she's calmed down, and go give her a rinse. So tomorrow I'm going to give her a medium rat, probably for the first couple of weeks. Medium rats this week, 2 weeks, then I'll get her back up to large. She'll shed in roughly 2 weeks. Obviously going to give her this year off breeding, probably get her back up to weight within a year, pair her up next October, November-ish, and keep it going. So I'm about 8 years into the Red Dragon project, and I really feel like I'm just getting started on it. And we got to get all kinds of other cool genes in there. And really excited what the future holds, and we look forward to all these other genes, and thanks for watching.